to take your game to the next level, you want to be a world champion, take the fighter training stack. Victor Conte's fighter training stack has brought me to the next level. Everything that I take on a daily basis, the fighter training stack is the best thing out right now. Devin Haney, I'm Snack Strong. Get it now, right now.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas here in Cancun, Mexico, being joined with Shawn where it's a little humid, but it's good to see you in a different country.
Yeah.
Kind of a cool thing. How are you?
I'm great. Happy to be back another year, man. Happy to be here with the WBC again. Yeah, on my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Shawn Porter.
3-2.
3-2?
Yep.
Yeah?
32.
You're practicing your Spanish. 32. I'm trying to remember when I turned 32.
My dad said that today. He's like, I don't remember when I was 32.
I don't remember.
Yeah. I told him, I said, I remember when you were 32. I was about 10. You were giving me the toppings off of pizza so that I could make weight.
Yeah. I do remember when I turned 30 that I started contemplating like life, like,
For real?
yeah, like, am I where I'm supposed to be, or like, what am I doing? Yeah. Did you go through that at all? Like 30, 31, 32?
I think boxers live a different life in the respect that our goals are so humongous that's all we see. You know what I mean? It really is tunnel vision most of the time, you know? So you really don't have those thoughts of, am I really where I want to be? Is this what I really want to do, you know? And just get there, you know? Yeah.
I totally had those thoughts. That and the gray hairs, man. Yeah. Gray hairs make you think.
I'm getting them like a little bit in my face. I'm waiting for them up there. It ain't happening yet.
Oh, man, yeah, I've gotten tons of them.
That gray hair is a reflection of your success. So
I like that.
Most people say, oh, it's you know, if you're old, it's showing that you're old. No, it's a reflection of your success. You know, if you made it that far, you had some success in your life.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the girls that now when I see these gray hairs. Thank you, Shawn Porter.
Successful, baby.
Give me life advice.
Some game too.
So this fight that you had with Errol Spence, man, it's a great fight, one of the fight of the years. Overall, now that you've had a few weeks like past it, like what'd you make of what you showed there and how the fight turned out?
Still haven't watched it. I think at first it was just me kind of wanting to get away from boxing, and I think now it's kind of turned into. I've still been a little busy, but it's been a little bit of procrastination. But for the most part, man, I think that, you know, we went in there on a mission to, you know, prove the doubters wrong, prove the ones that support me right. And I think in more ways than one, we were able to do that. I think we punched Errol Spence in the mouth enough times to really shut it up. And even though we didn't get the decision, man, we left a big impression on the boxing world and on the world, and I'm just really thankful. You know, it takes two, so you know he did everything he needed to do to win the fight, and so you know I'm just thankful that we both came out of that safely, and you know we're a part of greatness in that night.
Did you feel you did enough to win?
I did, yeah. You know, this most cases I do. You know, I always try to go out there and leave it all in the ring. Do everything that the corner asked me to do and everything that I train to do. And, you know, honestly, man, the night really progressed the exact way I thought it would. You know, the small hiccup in the 11th round, hand touching the canvas, that's technically a knockdown. You know, outside of that, man, it was a pretty much a showtime night.
Did you feel it was a close fight, like a back and forth fight, or did you feel at some point you were taking over the fight?
I did feel like it was a close fight. I felt that I felt like I controlled everything, but you still never know with the judges, you know. So I just felt that in a lot of respects it was a close fight. I do remember at that point when my hand touched the canvas, I didn't want Jack Reese to count. Once he started to count, I just was. Only thing I could think was I gotta try to make this round even.
Yeah, I could see it in your eyes. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. So I did think that. You know, if there was something that turned the corner in terms of points, I felt it was that round.
Why do you feel he was able to get that shot on you? Like, what happened there that allowed him to get that on you?
You know, it's one of those moments where, actually, it's one of those moments not a lot of guys stand up to. And it's one of those moments not a lot of guys are able to get up from. The worst time to get hit is when you're throwing a punch. And that was when I got caught. I got caught throwing a hook, and his came a little quicker than mine. touched me right here on the chin, and by the grace of God, I didn't go all the way down, but I felt like I was trying to catch myself with my legs and weren't strong enough right there in that moment. Hand went down, and it was just enough to push me back up, but also enough to make Jack Reese step in and give me a count.
But you weren't hurt though. You didn't look hurt, or were you a little buzzed?
You know what, man? When I got it, when my hand touched and I came up, I just knew Jack was gonna count, and I was pissed. I knew he was gonna count. If I could, my first thought was to cuss him out, for counting. And I remember as he was counting, I wanted him to move, like get out of the way. Man, I looked at Errol. I said, "Let's go." Just letting him know I'm not hurt, and I'm coming for you. And that's what I tried to do.
How did his power feel in there? Because you guys were in the trenches, and I bring that up too because for the longest time, oh look, it's a happy birthday for Shawn Porter live on camera right now.
What? Get out of here, man. Oh, wow.
You like the party we threw out for your birthday?
Yeah, thank you. Wow. I'm going to eat all that too, by the way. Thank you. Got you.
You got to blow. You got to make a wish.
Yeah. Here we go.
There you go. Happy birthday, Shawn.
You know the tradition in Mexico to bite or no?
No. Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah. So you're supposed to like push my head in there, right?
You bite and then everybody pushes.
Yeah. You want to do that?
No, just bite it.
You see this guy over here?
Let's see if you trust me. Let's see if you trust me.
There you go. Here, a little bit. There you go. Get the man a napkin.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you, huh?
Yeah.
You're going to have a great time.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Here you go, Shawn.
That's awesome.
We'll put it back here.
Yeah, right there.
Well,
Sorry to interrupt.
it's okay, Mauricio. Was the cake good?
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good. Somebody got to him because he knew exactly what to do. Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Well, once again, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Power, that you were in there, and I'm bringing it up because for the longest time, I feel a certain amount of fans said you were even scared to step in the ring with them.
Yeah.
And you were in there taking all his punches. So
You know what? We're 3 weeks removed from the fight. We announced the fight. What did we announce the fight in July?
the Pacquiao, yeah.
Yeah, we announced the fight in July. I think if there was anyone that doubted me or said I was afraid to fight Errol Spence, anything like that at all, this is boxing. This is a sport. I grew up in this sport. I'm here to compete. I'm here to be the best. And I went out there and gave it all I had. And, that's all that can be said about it. Everybody wants to know how hard someone else hits. Let him hit you. Does he hit hard? We all get hit hard. But for a majority of the fight, none of it really fazed me. There was the 11th round, and outside of that, that was it.
I think the real thing that fans want to know is, does he hit harder than normal welterweights? When he hits you, does it feel like it's 2 weight classes above or a weight class above?
I like to hear how he feels about the way I hit him. To me, it's all the same. I think that's the separation between being the competitor and the person who is watching and analyzing the fight. Our adrenaline is so high, our energy is so high, our focus is at such a level that what y'all see us that looks like it hurts and things like that doesn't faze us. Our job is to be warriors. Our job is to get in there and win at all costs. Last thing we're thinking about is being hurt, getting hurt, so we ignore it, we play it off, we don't feel it, and the list goes on, so not to downplay his power, but it's one of those things where everything is moving so fast and the adrenaline is so high, the energy, so on and so forth, that it's one of those things that, 12 rounds of action, we both made it through it, and I'm just grateful.
I know this has been touched on in other interviews, but you've been in a lot of close fights. A lot of those fights could have gone either way, and for some reason or another, you're not getting these decisions. Have you thought, with this time off now, what do you have to do differently, or what do you think you have to do to get these close rounds convincingly?
I thought with Keith Thurman, I thought I had my foot on the gas pedal a little too much. I thought that there were times where I pushed the envelope, I pushed the tempo, and I got caught. Going into this fight, I say I'm gonna work at that same rate, but be smart. When you're able to still around, when you're able to finish an exchange on top, create some space, create some distance, use your feints, use your movement, use your head movement, and win those rounds. I thought I fought a smart fight. The job is just to be smarter and better. I don't think there's one specific thing that I need to do in order to pull out a win. Everything just has to raise. The levels have to raise.
Do you think defense at all when you're inside, tighten up a little bit more?
100%. But we focus on it all. I'm not so much focused on tying someone up, so much as I am getting off and not letting them get off. Again, when you're in and it's a close fight or a close range fight, both guys are able to get off. So that's my game. And he raised his levels. He was able to get in there and fight with me. And left the rounds close.
I know you mentioned at the post-fight press conference that you wanted a rematch, that you want to get a rematch. It makes the most sense. Unfortunately, Spence got into the car accident. What do you make of what happened to him in that situation?
We still haven't learned much. We hear broken teeth and no broken bones, but we still don't know. He went out of the front of a window shield. You could shoot a window shield and it won't shatter. So imagine a head going through a window shield. We don't know where his health is, and we don't know how long it's going to take him to really fully recover from what he had go on just last week. So right now the thoughts is move forward. The thoughts is speak to Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC and see what we can do. I know that Danny Garcia got in the ring and said he wanted to fight Errol Spence. I'm sure I gave him some confidence after watching me do what I did that he could beat Errol Spence. Errol's out, Shawn Porter's in. Let's do it.
You would think it's going to be a while for him to recover, and we don't know if he's going to be 100%. We hope he will be 100%, but that's a thought I think everybody has in their mind.
I think for him, definitely for me, I'm putting boxing to the side and just want him to be okay for the rest of his life. If by chance, the miracle continues that we've heard, the miracle continues and he's able to get back in the gym at the summer and get ready for a fight by the fall, I wish him the best. I'm sure I won't be his very next fight. A lot like when Keith went through his ordeal. I want to see you back in the ring before I get in there with you and see if you still are who you've been.
Your dad posted a video, I want to say maybe a week ago, of you training. You already training?
Yeah, I've been in the gym. I've been on the track.
Wait, why? Why aren't you taking a break and chilling?
I don't know, man. The motivation is there for sure. Also, it's a part of my recovery protocol. People don't know this, but if you go through the physical exertion and everything that I've gone through, and you just sit around, your muscles are going to tense up. All those places where the muscles that torn and all that, it's not going to repair correctly. So the best thing for a fighter to do, the best thing for an athlete to do, is to get back moving. Allow that blood to get back moving through the veins, through the muscles, so that you don't suffer any injuries. So that's one big reason why I'm back in the gym.
When do you think you will return then, given that?
My dad says earliest January. I'm thinking more like February, March, right around the same time that we did it last year. So we'll see what happens.
All right, hey Shawn, as always, it's great catching up with you, and happy birthday, my man. I'm gonna offer you a little something after. All right. Yeah, no. Another Sprite. A shot of Sprite for Shawn Porter. No, but Shawn, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here with Shawn Porter in Mexico, Marcos Villegas, Fight Up TV.